So, how you doing, guys? Welcome to the newly rebranded Dawnbreaker podcast. We shot GameSpeak in the face and we changed the name. My name is Scanner Barkley. Snoove isn't here because he's ill. Jess isn't here because she's ill. So you're left with the best thing about fucking Dawnbreaker anyway, which is me. So that's absolutely fine. I'm joined by the DRMB knuckleheads, Pikey. You're looking marginally less rapey today than you normally do.
This is good.
I've been playing GTA all day. Took care of business. I got it out of my system.
You got it all out of your system. We've got Chris, aka Red Dragons, who will probably be leaving soon after a building somewhere goes on fire.
Oh, hopefully not.
That's his joie de vivre. And we've got Lono, who's wearing a beanie, because that's what he does.
Always.
What's up, Arnold? You're always the first in the chat, mate. So, we're going to kick things off by saying congratulations to Don't Revive Me Bro for the I guess not little, but the merger with Op Supply Drop.
Thanks. Yeah, it's exciting. It's something we've wanted to do for a really long time.
So tell us all about Op Supply Drop for the people who don't know.
Yeah, for you guys that don't know, Operation Supply Drop is a military charity, 501c3 charity registered in the U.S. They support NATO troops and allied countries with gaming packages. Basically, if people are overseas, they're living with the shit, they're in full-on either Afghanistan, Iraq, wherever you are in the desert, they'll ship you out games, consoles, t-shirts, swag, everything else to kind of make more fun where there is none, is how they say it. The way we support them is we're going to help them do more live and streaming shows. We're going to get the word out and try and support military members at home and abroad, because we've got a lot of military members on staff. So something we've wanted to do for a while, and now we're fully on board with them.
Yeah, I think it's a very cool thing. Like, a buddy of mine who's in the U.S. Air Force, he was in Afghanistan recently and came back. And one of the worst things seemed to be, it's not the stuff that can and does happen to, like, military personnel when they're serving. It's the sitting there thinking about the potential of it. Like, right. and you hear these things that happen. And you're sat there, and even when you're in base, it can be like this big cloud that's, hanging over your entire unit, the entire base. So having positive distraction from these things can only, really improve their situation over there.
Absolutely, and especially with on the PTSD and everything like that. I read one response from a military member that got one of the packages, who said, normally it would be they'd eat, they'd have some downtime, you'd hear the incoming rounds, whether it's mortar rounds or however infrequent that would be. And you'd kind of just live with it. You like say that constant cloud over their head. And when they got the game package, he said, an evening would go by and all of a sudden like, oh man, it's 11 o'clock, whatever, time for bed. And he didn't hear any of that. People would say like, man, did you hear those mortars? No, didn't hear anything. I mean, you don't know where they're coming. It's not like you can run away from them. So, it's cool. It really helps improve the mood there.
No, that's pretty. It's pretty dank, as we say, in these parts. No, but it is cool because like I'm kind of hugely invested in the mental health side of things and improving people's situations and stuff. And obviously one of the best things to do is to give people a good means, a good outlet, and a good way to distract themselves from things. That's awesome. And fair play to you guys for even getting involved, because moving from what we do, which is like hobby communities, into stepping up for a charity, that takes guts, and fair play to you guys for doing it.
Thanks. Yeah, it's funny because we've had people not work with us because it's a charity, which that's fine. I'm not going to make you support military members. I'm not going to make you support what we're doing. But it does take a commitment that I'm glad everybody on our team is on board and really behind. Like I said, we've got a bunch of military members. I think we've got it's got to be 5 or 6 now on staff. So it's something we really want to move forward and making it official. Like we're an official Operation Supply Drop community now. I don't know. It's pretty exciting. It feels right.
Nice. Okay, that feels like we were heavy and we were
Serious.
Yeah, we were serious there for a couple of minutes. So it's time to move on. The first thing we're going to talk about is GTA 5, which we've all played. We've all played on PC. It's out on PC now in its truest form. It's evolved from being a console pleb activity to being something PC master racers can do. And I want to know how everybody actually is finding it and how they feel about it. So I'm going to start with Lono, who's like shrinking away into the bottom of the screen there. He's melting, right?
I'm melting. For me, I love it. Like I told you guys before, I'd stopped playing the day that PC was announced for GTA was announced for PC. I pretty much just stopped playing right then. I never really did much on online to begin with, so it took a lot longer than we all expected, of course, due to the delays. But now that we have it, it's well worth the wait. Do get an occasional crash, and I'm sure that'll be resolved. But other than that, it's for the most part, it's fun, and you can do whatever the hell you want. So it's hard to get bored when you have so many different choices. So I'm happy with it. For me, I think it's like Game of the Year again.
That's 3 years in a row. It can be Game of the Year.
Very easily, yeah.
You know
now
what?
It just makes me want Red Dead Redemption even more.
Oh, dude. When you're out in the desert.
Whenever I'm in like the desert, yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, exactly. I'm thinking about like Red Dead Redemption, how amazing that would be.
Yeah.
Minus the telephone poles.
Yeah.
Lono and I started off. Lono and I tried to kick off on the 360 version, trying to do a bit of online. I think we managed about an hour or so, and it's just, it wasn't really there. But on PC, it's the most fun I've had with a game for a long time.
Well, when it did first launch for consoles and stuff, especially online, it was broke bad. I mean, you were lucky just to get into a room, and if you got into one, 9 times out of 10, there wasn't anyone in there. So it took the fun out. So I just played a lot of the single player until they announced PC. I said, all right, I'm done. That was the last console game I played.
And the heists are
on
amazing.
My own, yeah.
Yeah.
Heists are great, yeah.
We found a secret to a successful heist today. 100% completion rate from here on out. Just don't have fucking Vice in your party and you're good to go.
Right on. What heist are you guys on?
We just did the Humane Labs heist.
I'm in the middle of that one, yeah.
It's fun, like right at the end. I was the chopper pilot in the final section, and that should be boring. It should be dull to be a chopper pilot while everybody else is like off, like, you know, shooting stuff and being all cool. But it was really fucking exciting. It's so well done. Like, everybody is important and relevant all the time, and that's the key to co-op. And they did that so well, because in a lot of co-op games, you know, like something like Diablo, let's say, you can have a 4-man run, you can have your co-op, or Warframe, you can have a 4-man run, you can have co-op. But the most tuned up guy in the party, he can just carry, and everybody else is just like running along behind him watching stuff die.
Right.
And it's a huge flaw in a lot of co-op games. But the way they've segregated everything in GTA,
I love it.
Oh, dude, it's so
it's
good.
Like you got your job, you have your job, and people really have to pull that shit off, or everyone starts over. And I love the fact that it says at the bottom, like, you failed, so-and-so alarm the guard. It clearly tells you, like, it wasn't me, man. I didn't do that shit. Well, your name's on the screen. It was you. Don't do this shit again. Let's get through this.
I did that yesterday.
Yeah.
Playing with you guys. And Red Dragons, alarm the guard. Oh, my bad. Itchy trigger finger.
Well, because, if it didn't, everyone would be like, it wasn't me, man. I didn't do that shit. It wasn't me. I didn't do that shit. Now it's like, yeah, you did.
Yeah, people would just be fighting about whose fault it was, and then they forget that it's supposed to be fun.
Right, exactly, yeah. And that's just like, let you kind of own up to the mistake, realize what you've done, and not do it again.
Yeah, like when you accidentally land a helicopter with the tail sticking in the sea, and it fails, it's obviously Pikey's fault.
It
Not
clearly,
me,
as
even though
the
I
Like,
was
was
a
that you that got out of the chopper, then ran into the tail rotor with our last life? Was that you, or I think it might have
No,
been Devison?
no.
Somebody. We were out of lives. We were about to be done with the mission, and they get out and turn right into the rotor, and it
Oh shit!
fail.
No, no.
Like, oh my god.
fucking nice.
I did suck a bit on the Humane Labs one when I couldn't figure out how to get the chopper gunner's gun to work. So I had to jump out quickly, get onto one of the Gatlings on the side, and try and use that. It didn't do too badly until I very rudely, as the chopper gunner, flew the helicopter with the tail in the water.
Yeah, how dare you do that to me,
Such a bastard.
asshole.
Yeah.
I need to
Yeah.
improve my
Important thing,
18
if you're
performance
if
skill.
you're the chopper gunner, hit E. Very important.
But it's great. Like, it's...
E, what's E? What?
I can't remember the last time I played a game and all I could think of was, I hope to fucking Christ they do DLC.
Right. Yeah. Please more.
I want more heists. I want more
Yeah.
cars. I want more guns. I want GTA Online to become this big thing, and all of a sudden
Mansions.
we can travel from Los Santos to Vice City or Liberty City. Imagine that! Oh my god!
Get in a
No,
fight with Nico.
I've not looked it up, but I had a friend tell me that if you play the heist with the same, I know if you play the heist with the same group of guys, you get like $100,000 or $1 million bonus.
Yeah.
If you go through each heist with the same group. But he said, and I've not looked it up, and I don't know how true it is, but he had said that if you do it on the hardest difficulty and not die, it's a $10 million bonus.
It's the there's
no
elite,
deaths through every heist on the hardest difficulty.
there's elite challenges on each of them.
I've seen that,
yeah.
but outside of that too.
No, yeah, but on for the elite challenge, it has to be on the hardest, and you can't die on the hardest setting. If you die on the hardest setting, then the thing's over, even if it's just one person. So yeah, it'll tie into that elite challenge thing. Some of those are fucking intense, like the Humane Labs. You got to do it in 11 minutes.
Dude, I've been saving all my setups.
I go through all my snacks.
And I haven't set up a single heist yet, so that I can like save them all, and then I can set up with a hand-picked group, which doesn't include fucking Vice, and we can do it. Like, we can go for no deaths. We can go for our 10 million bucks. The thing is, by the time we're good enough to do that, we'll probably have like 20 million sat there doing nothing. Like, but we own every car.
Exactly.
Because we fuck around a considerable amount. We've lost more than one life on the way to a heist.
Yeah.
But it's
fun, even though when you fail, it is for me. Like, I replayed one mission probably 5 times, and it's still fun.
You know what I think a big difference of is to make it fun. When you die, it doesn't spawn you on the other side of the map. You know, like it'll spawn you at the start. Like, it even spawned us on the carrier last night when we kept dying. So like that's awesome.
Like the checkpoint close to where you're going. Yeah. Well,
even playing
I don't
regular
like though
missions.
whenever you die like by yourself and you don't actually start over. It's just you use one of those lives. Sometimes it spawns your ass dead center in front of all the action, so it's quickly wasted. But
another
other
life
than that's
gone.
just minor. Other than that, I think the game's great.
Yeah, I'd like to see it be a little easier to get into like sessions with friends and stuff. That's just a little bit of an annoyance, but honestly, it's far less of an annoyance on days where you don't have a lot of crashes, because you fire up the game and you jump into one session and then that's it. Like, you're not getting dumped out.
Be
You're
there
not,
all day. Yeah.
yeah, you're not
Yeah.
crashing and stuff. So, no, it's not so bad. It's a huge amount of freaking fun. The editor as well, man.
I still need to try that out.
People
Yeah,
are already
yeah.
doing fantastic shit in that editor. Purdue did a great. Well, of course,
That on the
of course
bike.
Purdue did
That
a
just
great
made me
video.
want to go buy a bicycle. Damn it.
I
I ain't rode one yet, but I was like, damn, that makes me want to go buy a bike.
I bought 2 bicycles today, and I was cycling around trying to find the skate park. I haven't found it yet,
He's like,
but that's
I'm
just
gonna
because
do
of
the half
Bernie's
pipe.
video.
I think I saw when we were on that mission earlier. I think I saw some like weird decrepit ass Santa's fucking village or some shit.
Santa's Village.
Yeah, when I was flying the heli, so I want to go back and check that out. There's a lot of stuff on that map that I want to see and do. Like, I want to punch people off the top of Mount Chiliad again, because That was so good. There was a guy up at the top of Mount Chiliad taking a selfie. I just punched him out off the fucking hill, and he goes flying.
Oh.
It's
like,
gonna sound bad, but it's everything you ever wanted to do in real life simulator.
Yeah, well, because you can. Hey,
well,
break.
Yes, me and Davison were playing, and these guys, we wasn't trying to go after anybody or nothing. We were just looking for a job or something, and this two group of guys just rolled up on us and shot us for no reason. Like, all right, whatever. So we were just continuing on about our way. Here they come again, just shot us for no reason. So obviously now it's on. We're gonna fucking come hunt you down. So after we respawn, get together, we go hunt them down. They run and hide in the back of the ammunition. They just sit back there. They're just waiting. One guy shot, and I guess they were reloading on the ammo. Anyway, long story short, we just kind of hid out front, and then I just luckily caught them as they were both coming out the door. You can actually drive the car into the ammunition. So I smashed them both in the door, knocked them on the ground against the booth. We were able to unload on them. I mean, what other game lets you do that? And it wasn't even a game or a mission. It was just, you came after me, pissed me off, we're going to get you back,
Yeah.
So I literally ran them back into the ammunition, unloaded on them. They didn't bother us after that. It was over.
Nice.
It's just silly shit like that, or...
That's usually how I start around on PS4. Do I go fuck with people? Yep. Okay.
Yeah, right. Me and Pikey, hell, the other day it was 8 a.m. on my time, and we're sitting here playing a round of golf,
Yeah, I lost a round of golf to Pikey the other day. Felt pretty bad.
That's right.
He's like,
anytime
dude,
you lose to me.
We're on the 7th hole. I can't make it to the 9th. I gotta go. Shit, I gotta go take a poop, man. And there's like a minute counter. So I let it run out that whole minute, and then I finally shot my shot. Here, Pikey's back like, oh, shit, I'm back. I'm like, dude, you took a minute? Shit, literally. You're back in time to take your shot. Well
you don't
done.
Fuck around when it's GTA, man. You get shit done.
I was like, what?
Some of the things I was amazed with some of the detail. After our job today, while we were all celebrating, and you have your little cut scene after the heist, and you're all in the bar. We were in the strip club having tequila, and then it puts you back in control of your character. So obviously, straight after that, I went and picked up a hooker. Driving, went into first person mode, looked at her, and she's just got mascara tear tracks down her face. And I legitimately felt slightly bad for a minute.
And the funniest thing is, he hadn't even started doing anything to her yet.
From being picked up, she was just like, I don't want to do this, but I gotta pay for college somehow.
Oh shit!
It's a lot of detail. Very, very, very cool game, man. On PC, it's just a new level.
Just like real life, yeah.
Hey.
You see a guy wearing, what does it say on your shirt? On your GTA shirt?
What would Pikey say?
Oh, what? No. On what's the Stank one?
Stank, yeah.
Stank. That's Lono.
Oh,
yeah, we were
stanky shirt.
both running around in the same shirt. I had to change that though. We couldn't.
That's embarrassing.
Couldn't clash.
Oh, I've got like 4 outfits now.
Oh,
the
rocking
criminal outfit,
I'm rocking the sexy leopard print skin tight jeans now. Because why wouldn't you?
Nah,
He wearing skinny jeans, Mikey.
Either high classy in like a nice open suit, or like complete fucking trailer trash. That's how my guy dresses.
I just wish there was a button where I could tear that fucking sticker off of the brim of your cap in the game.
I love that.
It pisses me off so much.
It's the ultimate douchebag move, is leaving like the fucking the sticker on the cap.
I hate that so much.
Oh, it's awesome. I love it. I love that it pisses you off.
Try to make it look like your hat is new forever.
Yeah, exactly. My lid, man. My lid. As the kids say these days, because they're stupid.
Don't mind me, it's my fajita here.
Fajitas. Alright, so other than GTA, I think World of Warships is probably getting a lot
Mortal
of
Kombat 10 is the shit.
From everybody. From everybody right now. I've played a bit. Honestly, like, I wasn't expecting to enjoy it. I didn't see how it was going to be fun. Like, a really, like, slow-moving ship shooting another slow-moving ship. There's no way that's going to be fun. But it's fun as balls.
Shit.
Yeah.
And
Chris
you
is like,
can't
I
really
got your
pinpoint.
warship key. I was like, okay, sorry.
Well,
Chris, go
yeah,
ahead.
I said that to everybody. You want a key? I guess. And then
Yeah.
no one's like really into it.
Yeah, I'll make myself play this. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Shit, I've got
Zoop's
like
probably
3
got the
tier 5
furthest.
ships and 4 tier 4s. I think I've sunk 35, 40 hours into the World of Warships.
Nice. I
Just
just
into
want
the
a
leader.
nice torp boat.
That's Zoop forte. I don't deal with
Yeah.
those. I thought I would like battleships. I got the Congo. They're just too slow, and for me, honestly, it's the cruisers.
Actually,
You got a little bit of both.
Zoop did a video today.
Yeah,
I think
Sims
it went live
Destroyer.
today. Yeah, The Sims, which is part of the pre-order package, which you might like, Scanner. It's just, I think it's got 8 torpedo tubes. So you're literally just like, oh, see you later, motherfucker.
Nice.
Yeah,
God
but it's
damn, that's
yeah.
insane.
It's a bit of a glass cannon.
I like that though, because then you live or die by your positioning, and I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you learn that really quick at the destroyers. Like one salvo and you're done.
Yeah.
You really got to use your terrain and the smoke and
Dip
like
dive,
best
dodge,
try to
and
find somebody who's distracted by another target and then swing it in opposite of their guns, and then it takes them forever to swing their guns around. But it's a good game.
Do you guys think it will? I know that with World of Tanks, even though like it's a very well-regarded game in some parts of the world, particularly areas in Europe and Russia, it's huge.
Yeah.
I know they've struggled a bit to crack certain markets, and I'm wondering if the difference between the gameplay of World of Warships and like something like World of Tanks, do you think it's going to do better? Like for me, I never really got into World of Tanks. It was it wasn't really my thing.
I like War Thunder tanks better.
But like I'm reacting really positively to World of Warships. I'm kind of hoping that it
For
does
me, honestly, feels like it's a War Thunder by the War Thunder developers.
It feels
doesn't
very
feel like
similar.
it doesn't feel like a World of Tanks or a World of whatever game. It feels like whoever did War Thunder, even the research, the modules, the whole, like they completely copied that way. I'm not really familiar with World of Tanks, but the little bit I did play, it had a different setup than the way this one does. But either way, I think it's good. I think it'll probably do just as good as the tanks. There's a lot of people who love ships, man. That's,
Yeah.
it's a big deal.
I'm looking
That's
forward to seeing if a good like comp scene, like esport broadcasts on Twitch and stuff happens, because it's that kind of game where a really good team will end it.
Yeah.
Like there'll be nothing. It's over.
It's a hell of a strategic game as well. I mean, you have to have your people playing the roles they're supposed to play and doing it well. Like your destroyer, you kind of want it to be lurking around with your carrier sitting back, and your destroyer protecting it, your battleships pounding everything from a bit of range. But it could be interesting. I mean, I was unfortunate. I was going to stream it for DRMB, and I was a bit sick. And I think Zoop streamed in my place, and there's people watching. I mean, there's people very interested in the game.
Yeah,
So hopefully it'll grow and keep growing.
I think that'd be a hell of a battle to see a group of 10 or 15 versus 15 of equally skilled players. That would be a hell of a that'd be a blast to watch that. Just I wouldn't be able to be a part of it. I'd be wiped out. But like one thing I know, like if as a cruiser, if you don't get in between your battleship and their torpedo planes, that battleship's wrecked. If you can get in between them with that cruiser and provide that anti-air and shit, it makes a world of difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it could do really good. Mortal Kombat 10's the shit.
You're actually making me want to buy it, and I don't even.
Oh my god! I don't know if I can play you with your connection, bro. No.
Yeah, it'd be like a shadow punch, bro. You'll think
in the first 3 days, input lag was god awful. It felt like everything you hit took 3 seconds for the game to pick it up. But then the patch that landed yesterday morning, in most cases, especially if they have a green ping bar, it almost feels like you're playing local.
Nice.
And that's even better so than the last Mortal Kombat. At the end of its life cycle, it has less input lag than that does. So I mean that in a game like that, input lag, that just ruins it.
Yeah.
Can't do combos and shit if all your presses are off timed. So anyway, if you've not checked that out, you may like
Maybe I'll buy it.
I'll give
it.
it
No,
a
you
miss
won't.
then.
You'd buy it, you'd die 3 rounds in a row, like fuck this game.
Yeah, especially playing against you. Play FIFA. I'm super good at FIFA now.
Look, I was always willing to play on teams, man. No one even played against me. They just assumed I'd kick your ass. I'm not even good at it. There's people a lot better than me.
It's all the sweaty cheese.
Sweaty cheese.
Sweaty cheese.
I do love
and
some
the
FIFA.
powdered sugar.
Now me and Pikey and Squantoon and shit, we played FIFA for a bit. That was a lot of fun, and everybody just kind of gave up on it, and I was left to play Ultimate Team on my own. That's where the fun's at for me on FIFA's Ultimate Team. Anyway, carry on.
It's one of those. Some games just slip away for a lot of people. Even in a social group, it's like the game just kind of slips off the radar, and then you're the one. Like, I've been playing certain games pretty much solo since I started on PC. Like since I switched back.
Yeah.
Because other people might play them for a week, and they're like into them for a week, and then they're like out of them in a pretty big way, and I'm sat there going, I still play this. I've got like 700 hours in this fucking game right now.
Right.
Thankfully, I don't think GTA 5 is going to be that game.
No.
Good.
No,
anyone's going to stop playing it.
Pick it up again and again. Even later, like even if we did go on to something else, it'd be easy to go back and be like, hey, there's plenty of more shit to do in this.
Even just causing
whatever
chaos
you go,
is fun.
do, don't play don't play Archage. We've lost Jimmy Snakes to that a while back.
Has he become Arcage now?
He must be Archage now.
I think he has 51% holding, controlling interest in that company of their shares, because he fucking owns like an entire server now, basically.
Yeah, I know they nerfed him. They nerfed Jimmy at one point. They patched him.
Jimmy too strong.
That was pretty much exactly what happened. That whole meme, like that joke of like, nerf whoever. It actually happened to somebody that we all know in a game. It's fucking lunacy.
I saw someone actually retweeted some woman who I don't know, a North American lady. She tweeted something else going, "Who the fuck is this Jimmy the Snake guy? Like he literally just keeps stealing all my land." And someone that we knew retweeted and laughing about. I can't remember who it was. I was just sat there pissing myself. He's gone mad for it.
He's a great dude, but he doesn't play anything else anymore.
No,
and it's
so
like he
weird.
has GTA and Mortal Kombat. He's on Archage.
So he buys them.
He has every game that's ever been released, I think.
That's really fun.
There's no game on Metacritic rated above a 50 that he doesn't own, and even some money.
I'm glad he's not playing GTA Online, because he'd end up fucking the economy and they'd end up changing stuff. Like, this is making too much money because this Jimmy the Snake guy made $450 million fucking dollars in a day.
Well, I wish the stocks would open up for online. I'd invest in car dealerships and ammo.
Oh, that's right. They haven't opened up yet.
No.
The day they do, though, I'll be investing in cars and ammunition.
Yep.
That's the way to go.
Because the stocks are going to go up.
Invest in one of the garbage companies and then go around blowing up all the other one's trucks.
Right.
Make a lot of money that way.
Taking out the competition.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be
interesting when it happens.
I'm going to invest in whoever supplies police cruisers.
Right, yeah.
And there's
plenty of those.
Give a big reason for them to need to get more.
I'd like it if they would actually make it so you could keep police cars.
And Scanner, if you don't mind me to reply to someone in chat there, Misled Penguin. Of all Mortal Kombats, I felt like they were really hard for a non-pro or whatever. Just to try to play casually with the button presses, but with this latest one, like the animations and it work together to make it a lot more fluid. But the practice mode, you can set up the difficulties on that. You can tell the computer on whether you want them to just block or whether you want them to fight. They've done 10 times more than any other Mortal Kombat before it to make it easier for someone who's not skilled at it to pick it up and play it. So I wouldn't let that keep you from trying. Red box it or something. You know, if you've got it on console or whatever, if you got a console, red box it. It's well worth playing. If you've ever been interested in them, it's well worth picking up or at least renting and trying it. So just not out there. Sorry, go ahead.
Nice.
I just don't want anybody not to play it because of that.
One game that I'm super excited for, like T-Martin levels of excited for, is Killing Floor 2, which is going like early access on Thursday, I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Man, that first game was fun as shit.
Yeah.
What was it? What?
Killing Floor?
It's like a co-op FPS shooter, like a wave thing.
Like not great
board
graphics,
mode?
which is kind of.
Yeah.
I've seen a little bit about it, but I've never played them.
It's got great guns, like beautiful guns. Even in the first game, where they maybe didn't look as great as guns from other games, they felt so much better.
Right.
Like nice recoil and just a nice feel. Like it felt kind of, you know, I've got very limited experience with firearms, but it felt nicer to me, than, you know, like the lasers from COD, like just that kind of shit. Felt a bit more legit. So I'm really excited about that. I'm going to be streaming the fuck out of it on Thursday night or whenever the hell it goes live. The only thing I'm worried about is the GTA issue of trying to like crowbar people out of GTA even for an hour or two.
Right.
Yeah, Chris and Zoop's been trying to get me back on World of Warships. Great game, but I'm GTA right now, man.
Yeah.
GTA, Mortal Kombat, you know. But since you said guns, just for those who have Payday 2, they just redid a shit ton of new animations. Yeah, so it's on their blog post or whatever, their homepage. All new animations for the guns. They've even added some of the transparent magazines so you can see the ammo to deplete as you're using it, so on and so forth. Just heads up.
I was looking at that earlier. It looks pretty cool because Payday is a fun fucking game too.
I hate that we all dropped out of that. I had a blast when we played co-op on that.
It was, yeah. And I haven't played it in a long time.
We started trying to play it again a couple of months ago. I think we just had a very, very limited little run in it. It's still a hell of a good fun, man. And I'll tell you what,
that is games in so little time.
Yeah, that's one game that has been supported from day one
2 years.
all the way to 2 years.
2 years,
still, almost every month there's something new. It's amazing.
I wonder why Goldfarb left. I don't know if it was. I have no idea. I like to guess, but I don't know if it's because he wanted to do a sequel and they just want to support it. I don't know, whatever. But they've done a tremendous job in supporting that game. 2 years straight.
I think he left just because he actually wanted to do something different, and they wanted him to stay on that. And he's like, I don't want to, because I think he's coming out with something very different with Outriders.
Doesn't want to do any more shooters, I guess.
Nothing wrong with that. It's going to be a bit more strategy-based thing. Just from little clues that I've seen, little pictures that he's tweeted and stuff in that kind of little cheeky manner that he will. It's like, oh, look who I'm talking to right now. And it's like one of the guys from Paradox Interactive. And you're like, oh, they do a lot of strategy shit. Like a lot. So I'm really excited because Goldfarb seems like a pretty cool, passionate dude, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he does next.
Yeah.
So that's going to be pretty dope. I'm gonna throw some questions at you from the forums because some of them are actually really interesting, which is nice. But Limit asked, I don't know why I find this question so interesting, but I do. He goes, what's your opinion on making your gaming IDs, i.e. for Xbox Live and PSN and Steam, etc., to your full real name? I've been thinking about doing this for my accounts recently, and my friends have been split 50-50 on if I should or not. What do you guys think?
I can quite happily take this if you guys don't mind.
Go for
Don't do it.
Done.
You don't
Fajita?
know. You don't know. Okay, up until January, I worked for a company that did profiling of terrorists, arms dealers, drug smugglers, politically exposed people. You do not understand how much information is out there about you that's freely accessible. If I get hold of your full name, I can get hold of quite a lot of information about you very easily.
Right.
It's
Right.
you're making a risk if you do,
Yeah. I
basically.
think there's an argument to be made for, a lot of time people will say like one of the worst things about the internet is that you can be anonymous, etc. But that's a good thing because people look at like anonymity as like a way that assholes and trolls and douchebags, etc., kind of protect themselves. But it's also the way that you protect yourself from them. Like if somebody wakes up tomorrow and decides that I'm an asshole and they want to say like horrible shit about me, that's fine. They can say it about Scanner Barkley, but
Yeah.
it's not like they can go off and find my real person Facebook and
Or LinkedIn.
talk a load of shit there. Yeah, or LinkedIn like and affect my career.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Right.
So, your gamer tag, it's a good separation from a kind of a public facing having to be yourself all the time and then having this little version of yourself out there to just catch the worst of the shit. And then like your close friends behind that, they'll probably know your fucking real name, so
Yeah. I don't see what benefit there is to expose your entire name to the world, Like most of you guys, y'all know my name, but you don't know my full name. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't do that. I don't see the benefit in saying, all right, here's my full first, middle, last name. Here's my info. Well, I don't see why that would do you any good. Don't do it.
Especially
Right.
with the proliferation of things like what's this swatting and all that kind of shit. I mean, there are assholes out there who will just do anything to fuck with people. So let's say if I get your real name, even if I don't have knowledge of how to find more information about you, I could find you on LinkedIn. And I could fucking be the biggest dick on the planet, and
swatting,
that's
man,
with
so
your
terrible.
that's with your company. That's your career involved. That's all kinds of bullshit. I mean, I know for
Yeah.
a fact I don't ever want a company to know anything about my online presence because, well, I'll get fired very quickly.
No, you don't.
Nah, no, I'm going to keep those two very separately. But yeah, I would say keep it safe, keep it separate.
Has anyone actually got like shot from a swatting? Because if not yet, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Unfortunately, that's stop doing that stupid shit. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Tie yourself to a furnace and think about that dumb shit.
yeah, it's pretty
So stupid.
Yeah. So for Heath,
You're gonna get someone killed. You're gonna get someone's family killed. Someone's kid. Someone's mother.
yeah.
Someone has
So
nothing
just
to do
just
with.
for Heath, you're right that if someone does want to find out who you are, they will no matter what. But it's about making it the level of ease that you allow people to do things. It's like over here in Africa, we all have these houses with burglar bars on the windows, security gates, alarm systems, big dogs, all that kind of thing. It's not about stopping someone breaking into your house. It's about making it more difficult to break into your house than it is to break into the next guy's.
yeah.
So it's the
Exactly.
same thing with this. So if someone's looking to just fuck with someone and my name's up there going Pikey ZA, and then there's somebody up there with Heath Stevens, as you said, I mean, you do use your real name. It's much easier for them to do yours because they can just go, well, there the fuck he is. Bloop, done. Whereas they have to then go, they have to go and hunt mine down. So it's just, that's my opinion. I mean, you can use whatever the fuck you want as your as your gamer tag, but I would say be cautious.
Yeah, I think erring on the side of caution is always a good motto when it comes to internet shenanigans and avoiding them.
Sharing information.
Yeah. Okay, next question. I like this. I like this question quite a lot. It's from Misled Penguin, and he just says, expectations versus reality. Should we hype or even think highly of unreleased games? How high should we allow our expectations to be, or how low? Should we blame marketing departments, or should we just blame ourselves? And I always find this to be a really interesting area, and I adore talking about this because I spent a huge amount of my kind of adult life working in PR and marketing and doing all the data analysis that drives such things and studying human behavior and what works and what doesn't to manipulate them. And I really enjoyed it. It was a fun career, but it undoubtedly made me a dirtbag because I was helping huge like multinational companies push bullshit at you that you didn't need.
Right.
But we made it so that you wanted to buy it. And it was great. But here's the thing that you understand from being in the industry, and it might sound like a kind of a cop-out and whatever, but at the end of the day, when it comes to, at least in my opinion, when it comes to our responsibilities, they lie solely with ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the one who puts my hand in my pocket and pays for a game.
Well, I do agree with that. Like, I'm going to have to be the one to pay for it. But what happens when you've got a group of friends that have bought into the hype and all of a sudden it's your group of buddies? Because we've all seen it. Hey, get this game. Hey, get this game. And then I buy, I don't know, off the top of my head, Space Engineers to play with you fucks. Play it for 3 minutes.
Space Engineers was good.
And never again.
That was your fault for playing for 3 minutes. Hey, I was sucked into that shit too.
Lono and I, and I'm trying to think who else. It was Pixel.
Scott, there was like 8 of us. We were all space engineering for a total of 3 hours, and it never went back.
Dude, I've done that with so many games.
I know.
Wait, man, they're gonna update it. We'll wait till they update it.
Yeah. it's in early alpha.
I gotta be honest. I think. Carry on.
Sorry, I was just gonna say Chris totally stopped. Like he jumped in, and was like, "All right, what's this? How do I?" Nah, fuck this. Bye, guys. That was as far as he got. He's like, no.
Well, no.
So you guys were grinding metal down to what? No, you're working. You're actually working. No, I'm done.
Flying my ship, and Pixel's like, "Oh, you gotta stop." And I'm like, "Oh, I'll stop." No, you gotta brake, and I just smash into everything and broke it. I'm like, all right, well, that's not funny anymore.
There's no friction in space, man.
There's the brakes. Boom.
Yeah. Now I think going back to the question, I think that it's a combination of the both. It's our responsibility as much as it is the marketing department's fault. Marketing departments will hype something because it fucking works. Because we are stupid. Because we watch, I'm gonna, and excuse me if this upsets anyone, but I'll use Battlefront as the example. We've literally seen nothing about the game, nothing. We've seen. Okay, we know that the Frostbite engine is pretty, so we've seen some gameplay engine footage, but it's set piece. It's staged. What you're seeing there is not how it's gonna look. Until I see actual gameplay footage, then there's no fucking hype. That needs to stop. We need to stop buying into it, and then marketing departments will stop using it because it's the only reason they use it so much is because it's so effective. We pre-order the stupidest shit. We're just like, oh my god, look at that! That looks amazing! Oh, fucking click! I mean, some of the games I've pre-ordered, and now I've hardly played them. Evolve.
You were pretty drunk when you pre-ordered that.
I didn't even. Okay. I wasn't aware. I wasn't aware that I bought Evolve until it started downloading.
They sent me a key.
I got a free key, guys.
It's because I'm a big time Twitch streamer.
It's like because I'm so huge now, guys.
But my bank account.
Yeah, and I was like, there's $60 gone. Ooh. So look, I mean, yeah, it's marketing departments are cunty. They are. Yeah. Their job is to lie. That's it.
Well,
but the reason that it's not necessarily lie, but they know how to manipulate things to create a package that we will go, oh, fair enough, thank you very much, and swallow it whole.
You see, the big trick. This
Do
is
that
the
again,
big
Pikey.
trick. The big trick is that you've got, for any product, especially something like Star Wars, you've got a lot of what's known as mind share straight away. Just like if you say Star Wars to somebody, people know. Like, they're aware of Star Wars. They've seen the movies. They know who Yoda is. Even if they haven't seen the movies, they know who Yoda is. It's this big cultural thing. So I can say to you, Star Wars, and just within 2 words, I'm playing on your nostalgia and on your emotions already. So it's very easy to kind of get. All you need to do is get like a small percentage of people excited, and they'll get everybody else excited, because excitement, like all other human emotions, is infectious.
Get on the train.
Yeah, so if I get Lono going, he goes off and he jumps in his TeamSpeak and he takes that excitement with him. And he's like, oh, I fucking pre-ordered it. I don't give a shit. And everyone's like, oh, well, if I have somebody to play it with, I'll pre-order it too. Who gives a fuck?
Right.
But it's still on us. Like, don't get me wrong. Marketing departments and like game devs and all these people, they need to be honest with how they portray their game. Like, no more bullshots like Ubisoft try and do. And everybody loves Naughty Dog, but they're the king of the fucking bullshot. Like, they've done it every fucking time. They're leaving their fans out to fucking dry with like, this is what our game looks like at the reveal.
Yeah, and then
which is like,
it doesn't look anything like that.
This glorious, amazing thing, and then it's like, this is what our game actually looks like when it releases, and the game still looks nice.
Yeah.
But it leaves like a sour taste in the mind of the consumer. It's like, I was lied to about what this was. Like, Watch Dogs is a prime example.
God, that was the biggest crock of shit.
Like, that was just
That's
silly.
like E.T. comparable. The old Atari E.T. game. It was just
the worst game ever made.
Watch Dogs versus E.T.
Yeah, it's just such a bad idea. But
Splatoon gave me a copy of that. I think I played 6 hours, and the 3 of them I had to force.
yeah,
It's like, I didn't want to stop playing just because it was given to me. I was like, I feel obligated to play this. I couldn't do it.
But what we got to do as consumers is understand that this is the industry that effectively we're choosing to support. This is what we're involving ourselves in. We enjoy games, we buy games, we play games. We need to get a little smarter. Yeah. Because we know that these things are happening. Like, we react. This is the problem. We react too early to things now. It's like the first trailer hits, we make our decisions there and then, or at least
snap decisions.
Yeah, that's where people try and put us in. Nobody goes, "What did you think about it?" They go, "Will you get it?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know. I didn't fucking I didn't see shit. Come on.
I didn't see nothing. Don't blame me.
Yeah,
you know what you saw
shit, officer.
Six or seven things with it, and if you watch I will use it as an example because it is the biggest one that's just had its release trailer, the Battlefront. I don't even want to call it a release trailer. I don't even know what the fuck it is, but
was it a teaser?
Kind of teaser? I don't know what trailer? It was, but look at what was in it. Darth Vader, Boba Fett, Millennium Falcon, X-Wings, AT-ATs, speedy bike, thing. All of the major, cool, awesome things from Star Wars that everyone loves. Darth Vader and Boba Fett, right there. You fucking got...
Exactly.
They added, Yoda and Darth Vader into fucking Soul Calibur, for God's sake. I mean, they are iconic. Yeah. So they've got all of the iconic things from the Star Wars that hits everyone. I don't give a shit if you're 33 or you're 7, because that's how old I am. That's how old my son is. We both know the Millennium Falcon, and we both, when we see it, go, "Oh, it's gonna be good." Or Darth Vader,
cool as shit.
It's like, "Oh yeah, Millennium Falcon's coming." It's the way it's gonna be until we stop making these snap decisions.
I'll be super
I hope it's gonna
pissed.
be amazing. I hope it's gonna be amazing. I really do.
I'll be super pissed if there's not an achievement in the game where the first kill of the round, you get it with the Millennium Falcon, you should get an achievement that says hand shot first.
Oh,
and if you don't, I'm going to be so mad. I don't even know who I'm supposed to tweet at to make that happen.
If it doesn't happen, pre-order cancelled.
Yeah, I'll be like, fuck this. This is bullshit.
Nice, please.
But yeah,
I hope it'll be amazing. But yeah,
it's a middle ground. Like, understand the hobby that you have is not dissimilar from anything else. Like, if you walk into like an auto fucking dealership, the guys behind the desks there, and as crazy as this sounds for me to say it, because two of the nicest dudes I've met on the fucking internet sell cars for a living, but they're not there to be your friend. They're there to sell you the most expensive car that you probably can't afford but kind of want.
Yeah.
You know, this is it. Like, and gaming's the same. They're businesses. They're there to make money. They're there to appease their investors and their shareholders and their owners and their CEOs and stuff. I'm sure, very sure, because I don't see anybody putting up with like the way the industry is and the hours that the poor fucking devs have to work. Like, I'm sure everybody wants to make great games, but making great games is like super complicated. Stuff can very easily go wrong. Or one of the biggest things that everybody seems to be forgetting, like, I did actually unfollow a couple of people because of their reactions to the Battlefront, you know, trailer thing. Not because they were positive or not because they were negative, but because they would not shut the fuck up.
Right.
For like 24 hours, I was watching people say the same thing over and over again. And all they had to say was, they're obviously not making the game for me, so maybe I won't buy it. You know, it was like some personal affront. Like, this is not the Battlefront that I imagined in my head. You can't do this. You can't do that. There won't be this. So you just think, okay, don't buy the game. There's going to be like 40 fucking really good games released this year that you would enjoy the fuck out of. Buy them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not only don't buy it, but there's no sense of wasting your time talking about it if you're not going to buy it or you don't have interest in it. Just play something and talk about some shit you do like.
Talk about the fun
that
stuff.
confuses the shit out of me why people do that. There's so much more energy focused into the negative and why you hate something rather than the shit you love and the fun that you're having. It's, I mean, to each their own. Everyone has their own way of doing things, but
Yeah.
like my real life shit, I got stress just like you guys and everyone else here and watching or whatever. We all have our real life stress, jobs, bills, girlfriends, kids, schools, whatever's going on in your life. So whenever I get on the game or I'm thinking about games, I want to think about the shit that makes me look forward to getting off work, getting away from that bullshit, to get able to sit down and play and leave that behind me. I don't, and you know, in Twitter, I started Twitter as a feedback, because I hate to give feedback, but because I hate forums, and so I go on Twitter, and it's like my own little escape, you know. It more or less used to be this today, but it was an escape to, you know, talk to gamers about the cool shit that they liked about gaming. You know, what's your experiences in GTA? Zoop, what's your experiences in World of Warships? Chris, what, you know, whatever, all your games. And there's so much negativity now. It's almost like it's cool to be fucking mad.
Yeah.
I just want us all to get along and game, man. What the hell happened to that?
Well, it's the old adage.
Can we be 12 again
yells.
with free Pebbles and, you know, just our controllers, our N64 fucking alien controller, or
dude, if I could be 12 again, but games were like they are now, I would say yes.
Oh, heaven. But we'd still be fighting over who gets controller one, though.
Nah, we wouldn't, because we'd be
we'd
on
have
the internet.
We'd have multiplayer.
It'd be fine.
You remember the very first? I know you guys do. The Nintendo NES, very first little square fucking 2-button controller and a 4-pad. Now, and that's your controller. And we'd play the shit out of that for hours. Beep 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 beep, whatever. And then, you know, like Super Nintendo and shit comes out. It's like, holy shit! It's actually fits in my hand. It's round. There's shoulder buttons. There's you know,
two
the cool
more
shit.
colors on screen.
Alien
this
technology.
is mind-blowing shit.
Yeah, holy shit!
This?
Look at these shoulder buttons. The technology. You know. just want to go back to when it was fun, man.
It was amazing. It's
It
fun
can still
now,
be
though. I
fun.
don't give a fuck.
It is.
I don't know. It's tough to be, because there's hype on one hand with the devs and the marketing pushing us and everything, but then there's games that legitimately should be good. These are AAA titles. They should not have bullshit. They should not be broken.
That happen,
and then everybody's like, finally, the next insert AAA title here, and it comes and it's garbage.
Trash. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I guess that's like, I can't fault the consumers for that one, you know? And I'll use Hardline as an example. If you want to use that as a Battlefield game, if you're pumped about the Battlefield series and you're ready for that game and it comes out and it's not what you hoped, that's kind of not your fault, you know? The game wasn't made to your liking. Too bad, you know? It sucks you bought it. It's like Battlefield 4. I didn't play tons of Battlefield 4.
And I can say from experience, games played locally versus on a network to people all over the world do make a big difference. Obvious statement there, but just saying.
Yeah.
Big, that's what people should difference. Be aware of. Like it's all part of the same system. Like here's the simple truth of it. Smart people, like some of the smartest people I ever fucking met in my entire life were the people who actually do that kind of work. They figure out the way to put a message out there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of psychology involved. There's a lot of data. It's not I think this would be a good idea. Let's give it a shot thing. It's carefully structured with a huge amount of investment in how that message arrives in front of your eyes and in your ears. And it's done in a way to stimulate a response within you, which is normally money. You know, that's the response that they're looking for. And we like to think of gaming as being like our little thing. But it's not. Like, it generates more fucking money than porn, for fuck's sake. You know, and for a long time, porn was the biggest grossing industry in the fucking world. And now it's freaking games.
Well, yeah, like, look at freemium.
You know? It's insane the amount of cash that's in there in those free-to-play, pay-to-win fucking things.
Yep.
Just in the industry in its entirety, from streamers getting the donations and that being part of the money coming from games to the developers, the marketing and everything, all in the whole circle of gaming life. There's a fucking heap ton of money in it.
Yep.
Like shit that like 30 years ago people would be like, you're crazy. I mean, they're doing $1 million tournaments and shit now with hundreds, thousands of people watching a competitive
they filled a football stadium,
shooter,
didn't they?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like shit like that. That's amazing. You know, 30 years ago or 20 years ago, whatever, you would have told somebody that was going to happen. Fuck, no way, man. We're playing like Mario and Sonic or whatever. You know, there's not going to be a stadium packed of people willing to watch some guys play a video game, or girls, whatever.
Virtually play a video game, yeah.
Yeah, play a video game, you know, and they do it all the time now. I mean, Twitch. I don't know the number, but I would like to, like, just on a daily, I wonder how many different users actually log in and watch something on Twitch on a daily basis. And I'm sure it's fucking astronomical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Money's mad.
It's fucking
There's a lot of money into it. And that's where a lot of the issues, also, you know, like everyone said, I'm not religious, but the old saying, you know, money's the root of all evil. It causes a lot of that, you know, you got the hype build and you got the automatic cynical criticisms or whatever, and then you got everybody in the middle who's just kind of waiting to see, and marketing's push, and other people like, don't pre-order, you know, pre-order this shit, don't pre-order, tournament coming, free shit, you know, DLC, it's huge in the money. It's didn't they say it like took over the music industry by like 9 times? The amount of money within the gaming industry beats out music by like 9 but ninefold or something.
It's crazy because once I own a song, I own a song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've bought your song. If you want more of my money, go off and make another fucking song.
Don't
with
have to tell people to write it.
You've got this slow drip of content. It'd be like going to imagine going to see the new Avengers movie. And you walk into the Avengers movie and like you see like an hour and a half of a movie and then it stops.
And
up on screen pops like, if you want to see an extra 20 minutes.
Hey.
You know, it's a lunacy of an industry, but as I said, I used to like.
Yeah.
There's a part of me that respects it. I used to be that guy, so I respect the shit out of whatever guy came up with that when it comes to like thinking about stuff as a business. As a gamer, I want to catch that guy in an alley and fucking beat him because he's fucking evil and I want my money back.
Yeah.
But like, I think a mass like cooling off, and people are really interested in, like I said this before on this very podcast, I believe, is that it's no longer enough to be. I love being right. Like I fucking adore being right. It's one of my favorite things in the world.
Get out.
I like to consider stuff and come up with my opinion, and then I'm like, okay, this is my opinion after careful consideration of all the facts. And I like to be right. It's fun to me. And I get that other people love that too. Like I love that feeling. But we've gotten into this race now, especially in this little like micro community that we have where we're all like into games and like we record them and we stream them and we fucking play them all the time and we have communities that are built around the enjoyment of them and stuff. Mm-hmm. It's now become really important to be right first. Like if I say that X game is going to be good, I got to say it as quick as I can. And I gotta be like the fucking conductor on the hype train. You know, it's not enough to be on it. I gotta be serving drinks and punching fucking tickets.
Yeah.
Like you gotta know that I was
dry
here.
If you're wrong.
Yeah, like I was here early. And if it turns out that the game is a lump of shit, I don't care. I'm still gonna play it anyway. And I'm still gonna talk about it as if it's the best thing ever because I can never admit that I'm wrong. And it's a really dangerous place. Not everybody can be right all the fucking time. I'm a careful consumer. I think about what I'm going to buy. Like, I look at the history of fucking developers who are working on a game and the style of game that they're working on and stuff. Even I still bought Colonial fucking Marines. You know what I mean? Sometimes we get shit wrong. Sometimes as much as we want a game to be good, it just isn't good. And all we can do is sit there afterwards and go, you motherfuckers. You got me.
Dragging the game. That's my one.
How fucking dare you? But
shit, Steam does that to me every time a sale pops up. Damn it, you got me.
Here's the thing. You just got to learn from that shit and be like, nope. You won't fucking get me twice. I'm like George W. Bush, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Second game I ever bought when I built a PC was Far Cry 2. I've still yet to ever launch that fucking game.
What, Far Cry 2?
Yeah, that was like the first or second game I ever bought on PC.
Really?
It was Torchlight 2 and then Far Cry 2. It was one of the two were the very first game I got on some sale. But a little bit of Torchlight 2, never even fucking launched Far Cry 2.
I launched it.
And I know I'm not the only one. I've got several titles on Steam that I've never fucking launched.
That's what Steam is for.
3.
Steam is for spending money that I didn't need to spend.
Yep.
Yeah. That's on sale though. $5.
It's like a
hard to pass up for $5. It doesn't seem like shit.
The thing that always seems weird to me is that it doesn't seem to matter if a game is that bad anymore. We forget so quickly.
I never forget. I'm like an elephant.
Fine.
What
fuck me then, I'll leave. I'll fucking leave. No, it's like Assassin's Creed. We know, like, okay, well, fuck you, Scanner, because I'm actually going to admit that you're right on something. You play them one game.
Look. He's like, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, you told me before we had this conversation about Assassin's Creed. You play them one game behind.
Yeah, always.
And
I'm always one
because
game behind on Assassin's Creed.
Every fucking time one comes out, it's shit. It's absolute garbage, and it takes them however long to fix it. Every fucking time, and every fucking time I buy it.
I've still
Unity
not launched
came out,
Unity.
I lost my tits. I lost my mind for Unity, and then I played it, and and look, it's fun. I lost my mind for it because what I'd always wanted was the multiplayer aspect of it, taking out people simultaneously, like the planning, all of that kind of thing. I thought it'd be fucking amazing, and it's not bad, but God, it's not great. And the single players, it's so buggy. God, it's buggy.
I want a copy of that off Twitter, and I've still yet to launch that too.
You didn't miss much, sadly.
Does anybody here watch The Simpsons?
Yeah.
I haven't in years.
Well, you'll still get this. I think as gamers, as a community, we need to be a little less Nelson and a little more fucking Ralph Wiggum. Like, if we all stop standing around like demanding that ourselves and everybody else draw lines in the sand super early, and then watch real close to see who fucked up and got it wrong, I think we'll all like be in a much better spot.
Yeah.
Like Battlefront is an interesting game because it's Star Wars. I have my reasons why it's not overly appealing to me, which the dev and the publisher over time can overcome by making a good fucking game. And I don't see the point in sitting there going, I'm definitely not buying the game, or I definitely am buying the game, when I know fuck all about that game. I know that it exists, and that's about it.
Yeah, I'm already thinking it's like already overhyped without us knowing shit. Like that reveal, I was super stoked for that reveal. Love Star Wars. Always been a Battlefield fan. After that, I was kind of like, I want to see more. Like, man.
Yeah, it's a case of for me. It's wait and see.
I'm less interested now than I was before the trailer. As odd as that may be.
No, I get that. Yeah, no, I understand that because that's exactly how I feel myself.
Yeah.
I was super hyped. Like, yes, it's out the video. Okay, we'll wait till the next video. Like,
See,
I got less interest after the video.
In the back of my mind, I was thinking, I know how DICE does trailers. We are gonna see nothing.
Yeah.
And I thought, no, it's Star Wars. We just see very little all the time.
The thing that
sorry, Pikey, go ahead.
No worries, mate. The thing that was in the back of my mind as well as that is why are you not showing us gameplay? What is wrong? That's the first thing that was in my head. Was what the fuck is wrong with the gameplay that you're not showing it? Show me the fucking game.
They'll never really show their gameplay on the first one.
It's all staggered, mate. This is the hype train.
Yeah,
this is
the hype
just the first little chew.
First stop, yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of chews to go on the way.
And when's the game coming out? When's the release date? It's November. Fucking November. The gaming industry is one of the few places where we get like retardedly hyped for something that's 6 months away.
And what worries me about that
Rainbow Six Siege
with the movie.
Yeah.
With that movie coming out, I don't see them like if it really needed to be delayed, they're gonna be like, we can't. We just fucking can't.
Yeah. But the movie can be your campaign, dude. Sorry, you left it open. You left it open. I was seriously thinking of getting like T-shirts done up on that Spreadshirt site or whatever. It's like the movies are my campaign.
The movie's my campaign. Yeah, I knew you and two would just fucking run a mile with that shit. Bet us a bone. Run with it.
It was too good.
Of all Battlefields, I wish they would have left out campaign on all of them. They really should have focused on the multiplayer for all of them. They, in their mind, we can't sell it without a campaign. Every game has to have a story. And then I'm sure Titanfall not having a campaign, and that happened. They're like, yep, see, told you. It has to have a fucking story. It's not really the case, but of all of them that have, of all the Battlefield games, it's fucking Star Wars. That's the one you make a campaign for.
That's the one you have.
Of all of them, I hope I hope them not means that they really are saying, you know what, fuck that story. They can watch the movie. We really have to get this multiplayer right. And now they're offering the offline, the bots, and the co-op. Battlefield 3 co-op, anyone? Remember? Fucking garbage.
Yeah, it was
So,
bad.
Of all of them, I really think that one should have been the one with the story. But since it doesn't, I hope that extra money and time will really get rid of some of the problems that's been lingering with Frostbite for a while now. Since
I understand that Battlefront didn't have single player campaigns. Like, I'm not asking, like, I'm not saying I wish it had one because the previous Battlefronts did, because they didn't. The reason I wanted this Star Wars game to have one was because what DICE do very well in their campaigns is spectacle.
Right.
The spectacle of the campaigns is great. They're military FPS games, which is a very tough thing to write for. It always feels kind of stilted and awkward because they're trying to go for this kind of weird, like, camaraderie thing, which I find hard to swallow when it comes to, like, military FPS stuff. Because, yeah, I'm sure those guys are all, like, friends, but I'm reasonably sure they're not fucking bullet sponge Rambos. You know what I mean? Like, there's this, like, terrible, like, disconnect between these guys are real people and then a dude running along with two fucking Bravos, like, blah, 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 blah. So with Star Wars, they can do spectacle, and it's fucking Star Wars. I don't care what anybody says. I adore the Star Wars universe, and I fucking love the first 3 movies. Like, everybody my age loves the first 3 movies because we were 6 years old when we saw them. They were the most amazing shit we'd ever seen in our lives.
There are only 3 movies.
And shut up. No one cares about your weird shit. But it's Star Wars. It was never well written. It's not fucking Dostoevsky or anything like that. You know, it's a spaghetti western in space. There's no strong human story to fuck up.
Yeah.
So they could do cheese, they could do garbage, they could do camaraderie, they could have Frostbite engine going fucking all kinds of shit blowing up. Darth Vader fucking somersaulting around in the background like a motherfucker, and it would have been amazing. It would have been the greatest thing ever. That's why I wanted it to happen. It was like this perfect storm of creator and fucking product.
Yeah.
Like, you guys were made to do this dumb shit.
No.
You fucking knobs.
Why you gotta match me up and get a Darth Vader bobblehead? I had to get one for the desk. Well, I had him for today. I win.
Tell one of them was a little rubber dick for a second.
It is a little bit. I reinstalled something recently, which still for me is the best Star Wars story, is Jedi Academy 2. Kyle Katarn, man. Fucking legend himself. Absolutely incredible. About. You never played Jedi Academy 2?
Did you see the look on Pikey's face?
Pick it up, like, you motherfucker. You fucking buy it right now. No, I highly recommend it. I mean, if
Star Wars, I think it was just the first, like, of the recent reboots, I guess, that were on consoles. Is that what you're talking about? Like the...
No, it's pretty aged. No, the graphics are fucking painful, but the story behind it's brilliant. I mean, it's fantastic. It had everything. You could throw your lightsaber. We're talking like...
I've got a bunch of games for story. I don't mostly play games for stories. I don't like.
He watches movies for that, mate.
Tomb Raider was great. Never finished it. You know, and several other games. Yeah, like Scare and Shit. I just watched the fucking movie. Not really. I don't hardly watch any movies or TV for that matter. But whatever.
Jedi Academy 2 is still amazing. It's
the last 3 Star Wars disappointed me. So. I like to see what this one does, but I'm not on a huge hype train for it either.
I actually think the movie will be good because J.J. Abrams made a good Star Wars movie out of Star Trek. So I'm assuming he can do one with fucking Star Wars.
Right. I didn't watch the Star Trek movie either. I've never been a Star Trek fan.
It should be pretty good. But, like, I really want to see... I'm hoping... like I live in a weird fantasy universe sometimes where everything like comes up Millhouse for me, and somewhere in the back of my head, 1313, that like hinted at Star Wars game that was going to be dank as fuck.
Yeah, fuck, that looked amazing.
Like, for me, in the dark shadows of the game industry, there's a room with like a couple of hundred people in it, over in like a BioWare office somewhere, and they're working away on that. Because like I'm really excited about seeing a Star Wars game in like these huge budget AAA money fucking flung at the project, let's make it look amazing thing. Because that's what the movies were to me. They were never like great stories, but they were fucking visual spectacles that blew my brains out my ears when I was young. So,
Stormtroopers with no accuracy.
oh dude, it'll all work out fine in fucking Frostbite then, won't it? They'll keep missing.
Yeah.
It'll be
Won't even
good.
notice the lag.
It's not the net code. It's just that you're a stormtrooper, bro.
Yeah. If you want to hit something, you better be fucking Chewie.
Yeah.
That guy was
Han Solo.
murdering in the movies.
Yeah, Bowcaster.
Want Boba Fett?
No, I think we can close up the podcast now. I think that was good. That was a good hour and a half we've been talking. I just realized.
It was good.
There's one
Very
more
positive.
There is one more game
Before
that I'm still hyped for.
What's that?
What?
Space Hulk Deathwing.
Shut up.
That game. I'm buying into the hype for that game so badly because it's exactly the same thing that I've just complained about Battlefront, but I am literally moist about that game.
Here's what we'll do,
So
right?
bad.
We'll start rationing out hype allowances. You're allowed to get really you're allowed
Right.
to get really
Your amount
super
of
hyped.
hype. This is all the hype you get.
Yeah, once a quarter, we can all get as hyped as we want about
Can I
one
get
game.
6 grams of hype, please? There you go.
We can just
6
go
grams of
ape
hype.
shit.
No.
But nah, it'll be
Are you guys interested in Project Cars at all? Or am I going to be running around the tracks by myself? That fucking looks amazing.
I'm 100% not interested.
Sorry, I'm with Chris on that one. I'm not a car dude.
yeah, my stance, like, I really enjoy racing games, but my stance on those kind of racing games is that I won't buy into it until I can get, like, a wheel and do it the right way, as opposed to sitting there trying to fucking play these, like, complex racing sims with a goddamn controller.
Yeah.
That's just not going to work for me.
I'm going to do it. I'm just curious. I'll be racing by myself.
No, you won't. I reckon Aaron and Toon are going to get into that, so you'll be good.
They'll
Don't
just
need to
make fun of
cry.
me. They'll just make fun of me every game.
That's because you deserve it.
I'm playing GTA. I send out invites. Aaron's like, busy. Fuck you, busy. Damn, Aaron, just play with me, man.
Everyone makes that. See, what you need to do is just start fucking coming into the TeamSpeak.
With the whole password and shit, I feel like I'm fucking intruding. It's like walking in a room with the locked door. I don't know.
Yeah, but the password is there to keep certain elements out. Unfortunately, Pikey always gets in anyway.
Right.
Don't kick me out.
Don't worry about it. Just come into fucking TeamSpeak. I'm sick of inviting you into places.
See, that's when I feel welcome.
It's just open invite. I don't care about you feeling welcome. This is the thing. This isn't about you. This is about the fact that we're normally playing GTA, which you can't alt-tab from when you're online, because the second you fucking alt-tab from this bitch, it'll be like, oh, you're idle. Get the fuck out of the session. Yeah. Like, I didn't mean to, Rockstar. I had to move somebody in the TeamSpeak. You bastards.
I'm sorry, Rockstar. I'll never do it again.
Yeah, don't beat me. But,
Well, see, I had planned on, like, waking up tomorrow. My first tweet was going to be like, Scanner Barkley, you are right. Just to make you have fucking good start to your day. Now you want to crush me.
Dude, I wake up every day and I think, I am Scanner Barkley. The start of my fucking day is always epic. Don't worry about me.
Off topic, though. Just as I do that with my son. I'm like, son, how'd it feel when you woke up today? He's like, what are you talking about? How'd it feel when you woke up knowing I was your father? It's like, Dad, shut up.
It felt pretty good, Dad.
I'm like, I know it felt pretty awesome to wake up. No. He's like, no.
I stopped doing that with Mini Pikey when he just started swearing at me and punching me in the nuts if I asked him.
Mini
The apple
It
doesn't
felt
fall far from
terrible.
the tree, mate.
He's insisted his Steam account and everything, like he's insisted that it would be Mini Pikey ZA.
Nice.
Oh, really?
You're proud of that,
bro.
aren't you?
My little charcoal heart was like,
Well,
He says.
he wants to be a mini Pikey's. Yeah, that's
he
all.
does, bro. It's freaking
Oh
amazing.
wow! Think about it. Mini Pikey is part of like a very special generation, which will grow up complaining about COD dads instead of COD kids. That's fucking terrifying.
Like,
Right.
Dad, you're supposed to take me to my rugby match. I'm on a fucking kill streak.
Oh shit!
That's a good way
awesome.
into there. I'm on a fucking kill streak.
Oh man, that was
Fajita?
great. All right, enough of this madness. We're gonna hang it up because I really want to play fucking GTA, basically.
Yeah. Nice.
All right.
So
Smoke break, fajita eat.
thanks
Yes.
everybody
Shortly.
for joining us. Thank you DRMB guys who all have individual names that I'll get around to before the end of the show. There will be links to DRMB, individual YouTube channels for people who have them, and Twitters for people who want them linked, and all this kind of stuff in the description below. Don't worry about Lono. He says nothing important ever anyway. It don't matter about him.
No.
So that'll be in the description below on the video for people who are watching this on the channel. Yada yada yada. Fucking Patreon. Give us money. Stop being jerks. Give it all to me. Let me put it this way, right? This is why you should support Dawnbreaker on the Patreon. Not like Snoop sits here and he's like, oh, we can do all this good stuff and like, you know, we can get new servers. We can do this. Give me money so I can, I don't know, fucking just spend it on stupid shit that nobody needs. Just
Go
like,
buy candy.
if we get enough money on the fucking Patreon, I will actually like get a solid gold arm. I will chop off my real arm, get a solid gold fake arm, and I will wear that shit. It'll be amazing. So support us on the
Donations start
Patreon.
flooding in.
Hey, great! Imagine fucking bitch slapping some dude with a fucking
With a
solid
gold
gold hand. It'd be a fucking twang. You just got gold fingered,
50
motherfucker.
kills with his arm.
It'd be
Some are-
great.
I tune in for
Play.
that.
All right, that's the end of the podcast. Thank you everybody for tuning in and watching. Thanks for the guys for showing up and talking to me about stupid shit that I like to talk about. And all the best, guys. See you, nerds.